Good morning, and welcome to the Salem Love Psychic. And today, I have the privilege of sitting down with a truly remarkable woman, your host, Reverend Barbara Szafranski, better known to so many as the Salem Love Psychic. And that, dear listeners and viewers, is the name of this exciting new program, the Salem Love Psychic. For more than 6 decades, Barbara has been helping people understand the energies that shape their lives, guiding them toward love, clarity, and a deeper sense of purpose. Her journey, her wisdom, and her philosophy all come together in a legacy that continues to inspire and awaken those who seek answers. With that said, it is my unique honor and pleasure to introduce you to the woman of the hour, Reverend Barbara Szafranski. Good morning, Barbara. How are you today?
Good morning, Scott. Just fine, thank you very much. That was a nice introduction.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Every word of it the truth. We've got a lot of ground to cover today, and I'm sure that our new audience is eager for us to get going and see what this is all about. So let's just jump right in. Now, you say that understanding yourself is the foundation upon which all fulfillment is built, and that's a direct quote. How can someone begin that journey of self-understanding if they feel lost or disconnected?
First of all, you have to realize that you're in a little bit of trouble because your life isn't going properly the way you really want it. Then I always recommend for everyone in the world, in fact, to get into a meditation class or time of about 10 or 15 minutes and spend quietness within your own self, finding out what you really want. Took me a long time. I've been in this field most of my life, but not my younger life. Just when I got older, up into my 30s.
Right.
And then it grew from there because I had so much to talk about to myself that I was reading from the Space Beyond Us.
Wow. And just so the audience knows, what were you doing before this phase of your life?
Before it all started, well, of course, I was in a family of 4 children and had a wonderful bringing up, very quiet. No yelling or screaming from my parents. So to me, handling life calmly is easier for me than it might be for someone else who has a family with yelling and screaming.
Right.
So when I finally got up into my the first grade, they held me back the first year of school because they said I wasn't grown up enough.
Oh.
I have to laugh about that because my sister and I are 17 years apart, so we're like twins.
Oh, okay.
From there, I went into school, was brought up in the Catholic Church, went to the Catholic understanding of the world. And then when I got into my age, I went to college and became an accountant. So for the beginning part of my marriage, which was when I was 22, I went into the accounting field and got a good job. I worked out in the business world. Then it was time for me to move on. So by then, I had 2 children, 5 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren. Not that I planned that, it's just the way it was given to me. And I found within my life that if I handle what's there in front of me at first, that's where I go.
Wow. Barbara, you describe each of us as being born with a unique energetic signature. How does that energy influence the way we experience relationships, success, and adversity?
Well, because realizing that the energy goes on forever. It doesn't dissipate. It doesn't disappear. It just changes into another element. So know that you can live forever. And I have learned this and I have experience from it too. So when you have that energy that you have inside and that you feel so strongly, you emanate that energy around you, which becomes your aura. And every single person has a different color or aura, depending upon where you are within your life right now. And it changes. Now, if you take my picture with my aura on a certain picture-making machine, which I have, the whole thing will come out white. Somebody else may be red, somebody else may be orange, and some will be green and blue. And all of those colors in the area of understanding mean things.
Yeah.
When you look at a person whose aura is white, you're going to say, wow, that's like an angel, or that's like a priest,
Right.
or like a rabbi, or whomever the spiritual leader is. And you will see that, but it takes time. I mean, I've been in this for a long, long time, so I have learned to dissect the different energies that are around us. But you know how you walk up to one person the first time and, wow, you kind of want to step back because you don't want them too close to you, because both of your energies are not mixing together. If you're in a relationship and you and your partner cannot come together, then it's time to go the other way until we can work it out.
Okay.
Because their energy will be different than you. But like when you met your first girlfriend or your first boyfriend for the first time, you know right away this person is who you want to be with, because it feels good.
Yeah, and that's the energy.
That's the energy, and it will change. If you get angry, your energy will change.
Well, that was my next question. I was going to ask if it changes with mood and emotion. I guess it does.
Yeah, it does. It does. That's why if you can get your aura taken by Curlian or one of the other processes that take your energy, it will come out in color. Like if you come out in red, that usually represents a lot of anger there, a lot of discomfort, and you can actually feel that because you want to get away from that person.
Right. Wow.
And you get somebody with a blue aura, might be very, very, very grounded.
Oh, I see.
Green represents a person who's a healer. So a doctor and a nurse, and if they work their life in that avenue, that's what their aura will be. And it's a proven thing by most people who can actually see auras. Not everybody can.
Yeah, and you've been doing this for such a long time now. You certainly have the experience. And not just experience, I imagine, but a gift as well. It's more than just experience.
Yes, it is. Because the first I ever knew about there was something out there is when my grandmother came into my bedroom in the middle of the night after it had passed and called my name out, which woke me up, but I recognized her voice, so that's why I knew it was her. Then after my mother died, she appeared to me as a vision in front of me. It was on a Saturday when I just got through cleaning my house, and I sat down on my couch to think about her because I miss her. She lived with me my whole life. She lived with me after she got sick, and when I got married, my mom and dad came to live with me, and I took care of them.
Yeah.
So when it appeared to me, when she had died, she had had a leg amputated. She was kneeling on two legs, and in her favorite yellow suit that I loved, And she conveyed to me, not by words, but by mental telepathy, do not cry for me, little one, for I am without pain. And that's all I cared about.
Yeah.
But we have her no more pain, because my mother had typhoid fever, she had polio, she had all these big diseases.
Yeah.
But she was so sweet and kind and gentle. That's why I am. And it's how you brought up.
I can feel your calmness, and it's inspirational. It really is.
And I'm always like this, except if you cross me.
Right.
No, because my rising sign is a Sagittarian, and my birth sign is an Aries. Two fire signs.
Yeah.
So I should be mad all the time, but I'm not. It's just the opposite.
And you attribute that to your upbringing in a lot of ways.
I contribute probably 50% of all of what I am from my parents.
Yeah.
And my siblings.
Yep.
Because we were a very close family, particularly close. But you can get to that when you fall in love.
Right.
And that's the secret.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing. Well, in your work, Barbara, you emphasize that everything, people, trees, even unseen forces, have their own energy. How can we learn to recognize and work with the energy around us?
By how you emanate yourself within. It's always going within to the tenderness of the heart.
Right.
And that is what gives you the inspiration to do everything in your life. You know, like I say, if you ever want to know what you have to do in life, get into meditation. Get into the books on caring for your fellow man.
Right.
It's the opposite of what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah. Okay. That's great advice. Now, you've said the afterlife is not an end, but a continuation. Can you describe what you believe happens when we transition to the next realm?
Because I have had a near-death experience, I'm able to do that. And in our existence, where we live now, there's different layers of energy as we expand ourselves in life. You say, why is the boss of a business a boss?
Right.
If you can be a boss in your life sometime, or someone who runs things, you will feel that energy because it gives you that push forward, and it's coming from the higher source.
Right.
Because the air itself has different layers of energy.
Okay.
As you pass on and you're gradually heading towards where the calmness of everything is,